Hello and welcome to Insight. I'm Antoine Lee. 24 hours a day. Both construction and labor workers are working to build Africa's largest hydroelectric power plant, the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam. It's a project worth over $4 billion, a project that can very well change the lives and the economy of Ethiopia. Stay with us for a closer look at Ethiopia's hydropower future. Ethiopia, home to over 80 million people, is a country on the fast track of development and transformation. As the economy and population grows, so does the need for more energy. Increased power generation is essential, from mass industrialization to a small kid's desire to learn. Energy is key to the country's development.
When you see the energy consumption pie diagram, it is the industry is the major consumer, then followed by the service and commercial sector, and then the domestic sector. So the urban development with an anticipated scale and the rural development and what we have today is not in proportion. That's why the government designed not the conventional approach, but sense of urgency, fast-track projects implementation. So in this respect, we have a long way to go, and we have to do it fast without any delay.
To match the growing power demand to the country's fast development, Ethiopia set forth a power plan to increase the generation capacity to 10,000 megawatts. More than 8,000 megawatts will be covered by Ethiopia's hydroelectric power development. Considered the water tower of Africa, Ethiopia has the capacity to produce over 45,000 megawatts of hydroelectric power, energy power that can make a difference in the lives of the economy and the people. Realizing the country's potential, Ethiopia moved forward to begin building the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, formerly known as the Millennium Dam. Fully funded by Ethiopian citizens and Ethiopians abroad, regardless of their political affiliations, came together to realize the dream of pulling the country and its people out of poverty and determination.
ድህነታችንን ለማስወገድ ማንኛውንም መስዋዕትነት ለመክፈል ዝግጁ ነን። ስለዚህ ፕሮጀክቱ መሰራት አለበት እንደሚል ላፍታም ያህል አልጠራጠርም። እንዲህ አይነቱ ቁርጠኝነት ተኪ የሌለው ኃይላችን ቢሆንም ብቻውን ግን በቂ አይደለም። ቁርጠኝነት ወደ ተጨባጭ የልማት ፋይናንስነት እንዲሸጋገር ከተፈለገ መላው የኢትዮጵያ ሕዝብ ይህን ታሪካዊ ግድብ ለማሰራት የበኩሉን ቀጥተኛ ድርሻ መወጣት ይጠበቅበታል።
To see the progress and developments of the dam, my crew and I took a charter plane for a bird's-eye view of the site. Located on the Blue Nile River near the border with Sudan. With a length of 1,780 meters and 140 meters in height, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam upon completion will be the largest hydropower plant in Africa. It is sunrise, and site workers arrive by the busload. Workers representing Ethiopia's diverse nations and nationalities from various regions join together to build what will soon become the image of national pride and a symbol for Africa's development.
All are ready to going out for the blasting zone and to communicate surrounding the places. The road is closed, everything is safe. The blasting is over.
Even at night, evening shift workers continue in making the continent's symbol of progress a reality.
This Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam project includes the main dam, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which is being built across the Blue Nile River, the Saddle Dam, the two powerhouses, which are located on the downstream side of the dam, the 500 kilovolt switchyard, which we will use as a switch gear yard before we connect the generated power to the national grid. And these are the main component or features of the project. So as you witnessed, we are progressing the construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam.
With the capacity to produce 6,000 megawatts of power, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is the largest hydropower plant in Africa. Even the design and construction is based on international standards.
We are following all the international standards, requirements that are needed when you are constructing such kind of hydropower plant. And at the same time, the companies already engaged in this project are highly reputed and professionals.
We have two big contractors that are working together. They have to work in synergy as well. At the end of the day, the dam is for generating electric and hydroelectric power. So there are civil work and there are other electromechanical and hydraulic structures. So at the moment, we say it's around 23% performance overall. And regarding to its plan, it's going in tandem with the plan that has been designed.
Currently, there are, about 5,000 workers here at the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam hydroelectric project site, out of which more or less 210 are expatriates, and about 20 nationalities are engaged in this project.
The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is very important for Ethiopia and the region. This is a very instrumental dam. It is very important for the reduction of poverty.
Hydropower of the Grand Renaissance nature has a very high positive externality on economic growth. So if you take the 15,500 gigawatt hour production was an average price, even modest price in African energy market, if say 10 cents per kilowatt hour, which means about 1.5 billion US dollar revenue. If you take average price in Europe, it could be 2-3 times that. If you take the peak price in Europe, the German energy price, because electricity is energy wherever you go, in America or in Europe, in Asia, electric energy is the same product. So it goes up to 9 billion annual turnover.
Making way for the $4.2 billion dam, Ethiopia temporarily diverted the Nile water. There were some concerns, but experts say diverting the Nile water will have no negative effect on the lower stream countries, such as Sudan and Egypt.
The amount of water falling and the amount of water accumulated in this dam could be discharged just to generate hydropower. So it is nowhere to divert this water. It is rather included in or following its normal flow. And rather it increase the amount of water flowing during the dry seasons. So it is very useful, and we can say that it is like a saving of water for dry seasons.
Diversion doesn't mean to reduce the flow of water. Diversion means it is simply rerouting the water flow for construction.
The Blue Nile River is flowing through the temporary open channel, which we have already constructed as a diversion channel. The original area at which various activities of the dam is carried out has now become without water. We have already pumped the water between the upstream and downstream plugs within the coffer dam. That's the reason why we diverted the water, in order to make accessible the part of the dam at which it will be rest on the riverbed. Part of the dam will rest on this riverbed, on this part of the river. So this part of the river should be without water, in order to carry out investigation, excavation and placing of concrete. And in order to do so, we constructed on the right side of the normal course of the river an open channel which will accommodate the maximum flow of the Blue Nile, and we plug within this area on the upstream and downstream within this section, so that the water was diverted through or flows or forced to flow through that artificially made open channel without affecting the volume and the direction. The total length of the diversion channel is 1,100 meters. Within that stretch, the water flows to the downstream, and it joins the normal course as it was before.
Stretching over 1,400 kilometers, the Nile River flows with rich history. And there is a debate about fair share of the water regarding the 1929 and 1959 agreement